Greetings everyone, welcome to another episode of Sunschool. Today we're going to be making our own lip balm, and we're also going to be talking about why taking responsibility for our own health is so important. Let's do it.
Welcome to Sunschool.
Okay, welcome back. And today, as I said, we're going to learn how to make our own lip balm. But first, I wanted to go over some ingredients in regular lip balm or just store-bought lip balm. So for instance, if you just look right here next to me, here's a popular brand and a list of some of the ingredients. Now, can you read or understand any of these ingredients? I couldn't either, so I actually had to look them up. So I just want to go over really quickly just a couple of the ingredients, but the main one is fragrance, and we'll get back to that in a minute. But isopropyl-lanolate, red 6-lake, yellow 5-lake, these ingredients are man-made ingredients, and so if they're made by man, then that means it's synthetic. It's not natural. It's not grown from the earth. And so when we run into these types of ingredients and we're going to be putting them in our bodies, right, then we need to understand what kind of effect they can have on our bodies. So for instance, arachidonyl propionate, it's a semi-solid wet wax that gives your lips a soft and smooth appearance. Now that sounds good, but do we want to ingest that in our bodies? I don't. So let's get back to the red 6-lake and the yellow 5-lake. What is that? Well, those are artificial colors. And artificial colors, again, that's something that's man-made. What is going to happen on the inside of our bodies if we eat something like that? One of the things I could think of is we could probably develop a rash because our body is trying to recognize that and break it down. And did you know that the skin is considered like a third kidney? And the kidney's function in the body is to filter out all the toxins and waste that our bodies don't need. It's a very helpful organ. And so if we put things on our skin filters it out in sweat. And what is fragrance and parfum? If you've ever looked at some of our personal care products like your lip balm, your deodorant, your shampoo or conditioner, or even your lotion, you might see this ingredient in it. It'll either say fragrance or parfum, P-A-R-F-U-M. Well, what is that? The simple term fragrance on an ingredient list can refer to a combination of any of the thousands and separate ingredients used to make up the fragrance, many of which are toxic, carcinogens, and hormone disruptors. Now, I know some of those are big words, but if you think about disrupting something, that means it's stopping the natural flow or function of it. And hormones, we've all heard that word before, right? That's a natural occurring thing in your body that tells us our bodies when to grow and develop as children into adults. You need those hormones to be working properly so you can, grow and develop adult functions and your, reproductive functioning in a proper way. You grow your hair longer. For males, they may grow more hair on their bodies, under your arms, and things like that. So these are very important, and if that's disrupted, that's a problem. Now, fragrances are considered to be one of the top 5 known allergens and are known to cause asthma and trigger asthma attacks. And according to the International Fragrance Association, there may be up to 3,059 different substances in the fragrance composition, some of which are also associated with cancer, including coumarin. What's coumarin? Well, that's a whole different story by itself. I'm going to put a link to that in the description below the video, but coumarin is a very, very toxic substance that we all need to be wary of. Okay, and we definitely don't want to put that in our bodies. You know what? I think I'm going to have my son come in and help me make the lip balm. And I'm going to have my daughter come in a little later too, because I know she wants to help out. All right, 1 second. Joseph, can you come in and help us for a second? Okay, now you know what? I was thinking about making some lip balm. How do you feel about doing that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, because I have my items to do this on the stove. We're going to need a glass dish, right? We're going to need some water. Can you see my pan over here? We're going to need some water. But, you know, I just wanted to ask you something. Remember when you were first learning how to read? What was my main concern about that? Why did I want you to start reading at such a young age?
Oh, because I had allergies and you wanted me to make sure that I could read the ingredients on labels, you know, to make sure that I wasn't allergic to anything that was in it.
Yeah. And do you think it's important for us to take responsibility for our health by knowing what we ingest and put into our bodies?
Yes, absolutely. Common sense, yeah.
Remember when you were 5? Remember you were at that situation I dropped you off at a daycare? Remember what happened?
Yeah, I was fed something by accident. Like, I was fed, like, raisin toast or something, some raisin toast, but it was made out of wheat and I'm allergic to wheat. Yeah, I got a rash. A really bad one.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. When we put something inside of our bodies, we can get a rash, and that's the skin's way. It's the third kidney, remember? And that's the skin's way of telling us something is wrong. Okay? So we need to take care of what we put into our bodies. We need to be mindful of that. What we put on top of our skin and what we eat. And so this is why we're going to do lip balm. So you ready to go?
I think
All right, let's get started.
Open your minds, it's Sunschool time. To know thyself is to have prayed well.
Okay, so we have our ingredients ready to go, and I'm taking the basic lip balm recipe from the book that you see here on the screen, All Natural Homemade Lip Balms by Josephine Simon. This is going to be very, very simple to do. Okay, so the first thing we need, Joseph, is 1 1/2 tablespoons of beeswax. 1 1/2 tablespoons of beeswax. So let's let Chelsea put that in there for us. Right there in the measuring. Thank you. There we go. Is that all? Let's get that all in there. Okay. All right. And then the 1/2 tablespoon. Okay. Right there. And we're going to put that in the measuring bowl. The next thing we need is 2 tablespoons of cocoa butter. So let's get the 2 tablespoons measuring, 2 tablespoons. And we have wafers. How many's in there? What do you think? Is that enough? That's perfect, huh? Perfect, okay. Let's put that in there. Okay, and then we're gonna need 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. So let's bust that out. You're gonna be surprised to find out that making your own lip balm is super duper easy.
Okay, Mama. We're almost
Great. Okay, now all we have to do is put the measuring bowl, Chelsea, put the measuring bowl right there. Uh-huh, uh-huh. This is called like a double boiler, okay, where you put the glass dish inside of a pan. And then all you have to do is turn the water onto a simmer and let these ingredients melt a little bit, because we don't want it to come to a boil. And we just want it to simmer, so enough for the ingredients to melt. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, so it looks like the contents have melted down, and that's what it looks like. Isn't that awesome? Let's get out that peppermint oil, and we have to drop 20 drops of oil in the container here. So I'll put that down, and I think little Miss wants to help with that. She helps with her counting skills. So remember, it's only 20 drops, Chelsea.
Okay, I can do it by myself.
Okay, so let's go. Ready? Are we counting? Who's counting?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Thank you. All right.
17 drops?
Well, you didn't count the first few, Bro did. So now let's move on from there. Now that the oil is in there, we have to stir it up, stir in the essential oils. Okay, so now what I have here are my empty containers for lip balm. So we could put that in there. And there's like this little kit, and see how it's easy to fill the containers because it has this little, I don't know, this little contraption on the top. We're gonna pour this, which comes out to about 1.5 ounces now, into here. So, okay, let's get that done. All right, let's go. Maybe we can do half. I don't know if this is enough fluid to do all 50 containers.
Okay.
Let's see. Fill them up evenly across the row here. There you go, little by little. And then just see how that works. You just make sure it just gets in there. So that way, see how it just cools off? Because once this is off the heat, once the liquid comes off the heat, do you see how it cools off really quickly and turns into a solid? And so, yeah. And then, so if you have like excess like this, you can put it back into the glass container and put it back in the water, let it remelt, and top off your containers if they're not topped off. And it's really simply as easy as that. Okay, that actually didn't take very long. Let's check on our lip balms. Oh yeah, they're nice and solid, as you can see. Look at that. Nice and solid, not hot, and look in liquid format. Okay, you guys ready to test these out?
Yeah, yes, definitely.
Okay, well, let's snap one off. Let's snap one off. There we go. And let's roll it up. Can you roll that up? I'll scoot in some. Does it look like regular lip balm? Great job, y'all. Okay, so now all we do is just here. Let's let Chelsea do that.
Okay.
Let's put the top back on.
Okay,
Let's put caps. Let's put caps on these. Let's put a cap on. And then you can give me one of these. And you guys keep going. So I just want to show you guys. This is what the finished product looks like. And you see how simple that was? That was really super easy. So while these two work on this, let's talk. Okay, so now I'm gonna try this because you know what? I actually ran out of lip balm and I was like, look, I gotta make some lip balm today. I used up my last bit of lip balm last night, so I'm gonna try this out. I can't wait to try it. It went on nice and smooth. It feels very light. You can really smell the peppermint too. And you can actually taste the peppermint oil too. Chelsea was very heavy-handed with the peppermint, but it tastes very good. And my lips feel moisturized. So good stuff. Wow, that was fun. And you know what? It didn't take a lot of work to just simply make our own lip balms with 4 simple ingredients. And we all know what those ingredients can do to benefit our health. So I hope you guys are willing to do this for your own health and make your own lip balm. It was super easy. And we'll see you next time at Sunschool.